Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves.
Type of the Nakajima Type K flew in January of 1937 and was ordered into production soon afterwards with the full designation Type 97 Carrier Attack Bomber. Combat experience during the Second Sino-Japanese War revealed several weaknesses in the original B5N1 production model. These were mainly concerned with the lack of protection that the design offered its crew and its fuel tanks. The aircraft had a crew of 3. It was 33 feet 10 inches in length with a wingspan of 50 feet 11 inches. The height of the aircraft was 12 feet 2 inches. The aircraft had a maximum speed of 235 miles an hour with a cruising speed of 161 miles an hour, had a range of 608 miles. The aircraft was armed with one 7.7 millimeter Type 92 machine gun in a rear dorsal mount position, fed by a drum magazine of 97 rounds. The aircraft could carry one Type 91 torpedo, one 800 kilogram bomb, or two 250 kilogram bombs, or six 60 kilogram bombs.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. So a week ago, we talked about a American torpedo plane that was used during the first part of World War II. Today we're going to talk about a Japanese torpedo plane that was used during the first part of World War II. And that would be, well, it's a torpedo bomber, just like the Devastator was. And that's the B5N1, so the early model of the Kate. And this is a Hasegawa kit. They have put out some amazing B5N1, B5N2 kits. So we're going to kind of look through this and review it. So stick with me. So typical Hasegawa box with the picture on the side of what you're supposed to be building. This was a nice little stopgap. So I've already started this kit, but I haven't done a whole lot to it. I have painted a few things, and it looks like I've taken the cowling off. So this is very similar to the B5N2 that they put out. The engine's a little bit different. Okay, that is different. And the part behind the main cowling is different as well, as we'll find out here in just a minute. But the exhaust stacks are separate, which is always nice. Your tail planes are just one piece each, and a really nice molded propeller. This is the typical interior for the Kate kits. So you've got the machine gun. Don't know what they call those now. The magazines. I know they're a drum magazine. There you go. But a lot of detail parts for the interior, and I can tell you from experience that when you take this instrument panel and paint it black and dry brush it, it looks absolutely amazing. In fact, I think it looks better than the decals. We'll show you the decals in a minute. So anyway, there's that. And here's this. I've already taken the seats off, obviously. We'll look at those in a minute because they're in the box here. But your machine gun and some of the other interior parts. Okay, so here's part of the cowling, and on the B5N1, it's a different. It's a different shape than on the N2. And I know it's really difficult to see the detail on this, but the engraved detail is just, it's just superb. Very, very well done. Okay, here's the clear parts. I'm going to keep them in the plastic, and here are the decals. And it comes with a black, instrument panel. Thank you very much. But then it also comes with a instrument panel that's kind of clear that just has the gauges black. So if you wanted to paint your instrument cluster, your plastic one, that interior green, and then just put that over, that would work as well. The radio face is there. You've got the aircraft nomenclature here, and you've got, these are the holes for the seat. Just little, and they're kind of hard to see, but these holes are for the pilot seat, which is really neat. Great decal set. But these do not respond well to the micro scale decal solvent, just so you know. Ruined a lot of them. Here is your fuselage halves. Just the engraving is amazing on these. Here is your interior of your cockpit, and you can see the detail on that. I've already painted some of it. And the floor, which has quite a bit of detail on it. I know there's some pieces missing off there, but they're right here. So here's your wing assembly. So this is what you get. Okay, is this wing assembly. And then it comes with the two upper halves. And the reason I have it this way is I already scored this one, and I was going to make folding wings on this particular one. But the fit's great. Just a little bit here where I goofed up, but that's easy to sand. And then the flaps on it, they're separate, and they are right here. Now the flaps are two pieces. The flaps are two pieces for each one of them, and they have three little nibs here. So the two outside ones are if you want to display it with it down, and if you want to remove those and just use the center one, that's for with the flaps up, which is really kind of cool. So we got all the flaps. Here is one of the seats. This is, I think, the gunner's seat. And I may have taken my pilot seat out of here and already done some work on it, but that's okay. It's if it's not in here, it's in the parts box. I guarantee it. So no big deal. Let's look at the instructions. And seriously, there's just not a lot of plastic here. There is the wheels. I didn't see those here, so they must be in the spare parts box already. But you've got two struts and two wheels. Yeah. Okay. So here's the instructions. Comes in English as well. And your instructions on building the interior and how to paint the interior. And this takes a few minutes to do. This whole step here probably takes as much time as assembling the rest of the aircraft. But it goes together quickly. You've got a choice on putting the machine gun together in the stored position or in the ready to fire position. And then here's the flaps, and it tells you a little bit about those. You've got, on this one, you only have the option of using some bombs, the 250 kilogram bombs. However, you could put a torpedo on it if you have the torpedo version. Like, I have 7 or 8 different Kates. Yeah, so I just kind of mix and match. It's something I really don't even follow a whole lot, but this one, if you just buy this kit, you're gonna have bombs. So that's it, which is nice. It's nice to have the bombs on it. Putting on the landing gear. Now, the option for the landing gear is down. You can't really put them up. I mean, you can cut some things off and, you know, glue them up in there, but it comes with them, you know, mounted down. So putting your engine together, your exhaust and such on there, your glass. Now it does come with the 2 sets of glass, the one set that's already closed and the one set that is open, which is nice. Okay, and then here at the end is your parts breakdown and your color call outs. And finally, your decals on putting the decals on. And this one here with the yellow stripe is for the Carrier Zuiho, which is exactly why I got this kit. I wanted to do one of the aircraft off the Zuiho. So there you go. Now, this is an easy project. You see I pre-painted a bunch of stuff with my airbrush, and then I have to go back and I have to do the detail painting. The first one of these kits I ever got, I built start to finish in 5.5 hours. And that included painting and decaling. Okay, so yeah, you can take your time and enjoy it and all that kind of good stuff. It's an enjoyable kit, amazing detail. I should know I've built a grundle of them, at least a grundle and a half. So I have a bunch in my collection, and I absolutely love this aircraft. So if you into American torpedo bombers and, you know, torpedo bomber collection, you got one of the Italian and maybe the Swordfish from the British, you know, this is a good one to have in your collection too, is the B5N Kate. But the high level, you know, bomber, that's pretty neat. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on The Stash.